If you're wondering how to find a speaker agent, stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know if you're ready for a speaker agent or if you're not. And if you're not quite ready, I'm going to help you put the final pieces in place so you have the best chances of finding a speaker agent who will be happy to represent you. If that sounds good, keep watching. I'm Neil Fellows, nice to meet you. I'm a speaker agent representing thought leaders and change makers. I started out in sales and marketing, then I became a speaker, then I mentored speakers on the business of speaking before I became a speaker agent. This means I get you. I get what it's like to be on stage, and I also get what it's like to build a speaker business brick by brick. But what's different about me though, is I also get what it's like to be on the other side of the fence, on the booking side. And that's where I want to give you insights like you've never had them before. The aim of this video series, How to Survive and Thrive as a Speaker, is to help you get more speaking gigs, get paid more, and get represented by an agency. At my speaker agency, Stellar Speakers, we have a pretty comprehensive application form, and most of the applications that we get actually fail. In this video, I'm going to cover the two biggest reasons why those applications fail, and I'll show you what you need to do to increase your chances of success. Then later in this playlist, in episode 9, I'm going to talk to you about how to apply to a speaker agency. So let's look at the two main reasons why applications fail. Here's the first. It's a big problem, and most speakers don't want to face this big problem. And that's okay for them, but it's not okay for you if you want representation. The problem is that most speakers don't niche. I mean, really niche. A lot of speakers, when they pitch me, tell me that their niche is being a motivational speaker, being an inspirational speaker, being a leadership speaker, being a diversity and inclusion speaker, being a climate change speaker. While each of these is loosely a niche, it's not enough for me as an agent. It's still too broad, and I want specificity. I want to know what's different about you from all of the other speakers in this very noisy niche that you're in. When I ask most speakers about their niche, most don't have an answer. Some argue with me that they want to stay broad. Well, good luck with that. I can't represent you. What I want narrow. I want something direct and pithy that helps me sell you, because you've got an edge that no one else in the market has. Let me explain. In episode 2 on this playlist, I talked you through 3 levels of speaker. Most of the market is at level 1. They're hardworking, hopeful speakers who want to share their message. But most of those speakers are no different to the thousands of other speakers who are out there talking about leadership or diversity or some other niche. There's nothing special about their topics that makes them really stand out. And I'm really sorry to say that. But this is why you can't get the gigs. It's why you don't get paid enough. It's why you turn to an agent in the hope that they will solve both of those problems for you. The way you solve those problems is to go back to episode 2 in this series and become a level 2 speaker. And you become a level 2 speaker by understanding your niche topic really, really deeply. Then you make that work for you because it's an asset. Let me give you an example. A speaker recently prospected me via LinkedIn. Because 99% of the applications that we receive are not representation ready, we created what we call Rising Stars, and it's an inexpensive way for speakers to learn and develop their assets, and it gets them representation ready, and it helps them get more bookings along the way too. So I referred these speakers to Rising Stars. They joined the program, they went through the 8 essential assets, then we had a call together. They told me that they were a speaker in the diversity niche, and I told them that that wasn't enough. I challenged them with a few questions, and suddenly, together, we began to see an angle that was actually really unique to them as a speaker. And at the end of that call together, they had a clear, tight niche in diversity. Here's the thing though, now they know that they have this niche, they can go and do the research and collect the data and the information and become a level 2 speaker I described in the previous video. So as an agent, I'm curious. I can see this speaker has an idea. Now can they go and develop it at a remarkable level that separates them from all of the other speakers in the diversity niche? I'm happy just to sit and watch that speaker's progress just to see what happens. If you're struggling to commit to a niche, think of it like this. I like chocolate. Actually, I love chocolate, but I have a dairy allergy, so I can't eat most chocolate. So I'm not in the chocolate mass market. I don't want mass market chocolate. I want chocolate that's different. Whilst most chocolate bars are roughly priced in the same way, cheap, because they have mass market appeal and offer nothing special, a lot like many level 1 speakers, the chocolate bar I buy is very special. Because it's special, I am prepared to pay probably 3 times more than the usual market value of chocolate. And I'm happy to pay the premium price because it's a better experience. And this is how you differentiate yourself from the mass market. You niche. You become a level 2 speaker and you develop assets around this that separate you from all of the other noise in your niche. You no longer need to compete on price. You become a specialist. And this leads me nicely onto the second reason why most applications fail. It's because your fees are not high enough. As an agent, I live on commission. That commission is used to represent you, to manage you, give you speaker advice, to network you, to market you, to build and nurture relationships for you, to pitch you, to negotiate for you. We really do earn our money. So unless you can command a sizable fee, we can't help you. And when I say sizable fee, I mean 10k plus. Sometimes I might look at a 5k speaker, but only if there's a market need or I see the potential to develop that speaker into a 10k speaker. And I'll only spot this potential as you progress through our rising stars and you become at least a level 2 speaker where you can earn those higher fees. I'll talk more about getting paid as a speaker in episode 4. If you've found this video useful, please subscribe and hit the bell to get notified about all of our latest uploads. If you want to be taken seriously by an agent and speaker bookers, you want to make sure that you have all of your speaker assets in place. Just because you've been on the circuit for a couple of decades and maybe you've had some high paying gigs, it doesn't automatically mean you are representation ready. But what will set you apart from other speakers is ensuring your speaker assets are in place. At Stellar, we think of it like this. A star system is a constellation of stars with a gravitational pull. We think of your speaker assets as that gravitational pull, and we've developed a program called Rising Stars that walks you through how to create and update 8 critical assets we call essentials. We give you a directory of speaking stages, share speaking opportunities so you can get out on the circuit, give you invaluable industry insights, helping you to spot the trends or build your understanding of a certain niche sector in the market. We also give you templates, checklists, and bonus video interviews, hand you quarterly trainings on hot topics, and give you access to quality providers who can help you develop your assets. Best of all, once you've completed the program and developed your assets, we may even take you on and represent you. So you can find out more about Rising Stars. I'll add a link in the description and I'll see you in the next video.